Hello, I'm Kimberly and you're watching Simply Living in a Small Town. I hope everybody's doing great this evening. This is Friday night and this is the Friday FO's video. And I apologize everyone that I am running behind on this, to say the least, because I wanted to get this out earlier today, but honestly I have not been home very long, so I should have done it yesterday. And that's when I want to start doing it. It's like probably on Thursday, because Fridays for me are all, my Fridays are occupied, like the biggest part of the day. And my daughter and my mother and I went to dinner tonight, and we were gone longer than I intended, but we had a great meal at La Rosa's. And if you don't know what kind of restaurant that is, it's an Italian restaurant that is a Cincinnati chain of restaurants. It was started by Buddy La Rosa. We are fortunate enough to have a couple out here of them out here in Southeast Indiana. So then there's ones in Cincinnati and Kentucky. But I want to thank everyone, if you're a returning watcher, subscriber, whatever, or if you're just now viewing this, I greatly appreciate you. I wouldn't be able to do this without your watching. I mean, you know, it truly means a lot to me, and I gratefully appreciate your comments and feedback. I love interacting with everyone. It's really truly amazing, and it makes my day, and I just so appreciate all of you so much. So I have a few things tonight, and this is going to be hat FOs basically, because I have 3 hats done. Now, I was up last night working late, which is why I didn't do the video yesterday, because I was up late last night working on these hats. I had one already done, and then I had another one I was making for my daughter, and then I had this hat that I have on. And this hat that I have on is called the Basic Blue Beanie, which, yes, it is all blue, but the pattern is by Miss Bag O' Day Crochet, Crystal. It is the Basic Blue Beanie tutorial. So this is the one that I was talking about that I did last year, and it had a couple holes in the back where, and you know, I had looked at it the other day, and what I did was I missed a couple stitches, like 2 different stitches and 2 different rows. And I actually thought about, my original thoughts last night was I'm just going to frog it back. I was originally going to frog the whole thing. And then I thought, well, I'll just frog it back to, you know, the first hole up, or the first stitch up that I missed, and go back down. Well, I got to looking at it again, and I had forgot what I had remember thinking before when I'd looked at this months ago. I thought, no, I'm going to frog the whole thing and start all over, because at the time that I did this hat, it was the very first one that I did, and it was, I never crocheted in the round. So this was my first like learning experience with crocheting in the round, and I did manage to complete the hat, and it looked really good, outside of a couple stitches that I guess, you know, I missed in the back. So it looked okay. However, at this point, it did not look, you know, good enough for me, because my tension has changed it. Sorry about that. I can't keep my words together. And my daughter is behind the camera trying to make me laugh. I don't know why. So I was looking at it, and I could see at the very top, my tension was so tight, y'all, because, you know, now I am used to the whole crocheting in the round, and my tension is completely different. And for the most part, I crochet loosely, so I just couldn't deal with looking at the top of it. It was too tight looking for me, and I did not like the way it looked. And I didn't feel like really it was acceptable in my opinion, to myself, that is. You know, I knew I could do it better. So I'm just thrilled that it's done, minus the fact there is a tail back here that I have to weave in yet. No big deal, because I'm going to go back downstairs, weave that tail, and it's done. The only thing I forgot to do, I'll just have to maybe think and wear this in another video and see, maybe possibly. I have the matching scarf that I made to go with this hat. So this is like three shades of blue. And this is a Karen cake. It's a Karen cake that is called Blueberry Cheesecake, the colorway. And I really like this. Yes, there's my tail. But at the very bottom row, you can see that's almost like a periwinkle blue. Where this is more of a kind of a turquoise, and then you have a really light blue at the top. But see, like this at the top, this looks so, I mean, this, I was doing this last night, I'm like, oh my gosh, that right there, that looks so much better. And of course I still gotta kind of sew this up there. But anyway, I am thrilled with how it turned out. And I so love this. I love the way it fits. It's just literally perfect. In my book, it's perfect. Like the pattern. Crystal is, as you all well know, I mean, she's just amazing. And you know what I love about her too is the fact that anything that I want to make, that I just want to you know, go find a pattern for, a lot of the time I just go and refer to her channel, because with 1200 tutorials, it's got to be there, right? Like, I mean, she has patterns for everything under the sun. So, you know, so I am thrilled with this. And originally I picked this because this is a very simple pattern. And it's literally mostly double crochet. All this here, the body of it is mainly double crochet. Once you get, well, the majority of it all is double crochet. And then at the very bottom, it has the crab stitch. You know, and what's actually funny is I told myself last night, I did it. I've only done it one time on this. It's a reverse single crochet. And the only other time I've done that stitch was on this same hat. So what I was going to do when I redid this last night, or recrocheted it or whatever, I was literally going to just leave that off and possibly just do another row of single crochet or whatever. And then I don't know. I was sitting there watching her and I'm like, okay, let's just, because I like the look of it, okay? I really do. I like the way it you know, the stitch looks, okay? I just don't like doing it. I don't do well. I don't do it well with trying to do that stitch. But nonetheless, I did it. So I am very proud of this. This is the first one I've ever done. And this is just going to be for me. But see that stitch on the bottom there? It really looks cute. But like I said, it's by far, that's not my favorite, y'all. It's not my favorite. So I have that hat. And I'm so tickled now that it is, hey, that's another FO from 2023 down. So I'm getting there. I feel like when I go back and look at this stuff now, it's really wild, because I have, I've really evolved with my crocheting, because I've done it daily so much since I started in late 2022. I've just grown so much with this. It blows my mind. So now when I look at this stuff, and even stuff like from, you know, early 2023, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's like simplistic to go back and whatever. Now I should have, you know. But again, it's like everything else. Everything takes time, you know. And I'm just very proud of my work because I have worked very hard to improve and get a lot better. And I mean, I've done that, and I mean, I'm really proud of that. And honestly, I just want to keep um, doing more and more, you know, and doing even more stitches and getting better. And there's things I'm thinking about doing now that I would have never thought about doing. And even at that, there's things I am doing now that I never thought I could ever do. And I do owe a lot of, I just owe a lot of thanks. I really do, to Crystal at Bag O' Day Crochet, because honestly, she's so inspiring. She's so inspirational. And she's so excellent at tutorials. Like, she's great. So I'm so thankful. I mean, she has really, you know, affected so many of us, and it's really a beautiful thing. I'm really thankful for her. I really am. I never believed I could do wearables and stuff, and now I'm looking at designing my own things more so. Even though I kind of started doing that last year to a little bit of degree. I had started designing a summer top, which is partially done, and I still need to finish that up. And I had some other designs for summer tops I wanted to try yet. But anyway, now I'm thinking about so many more things, and it's really, really incredible. And I'm just having so much fun and loving this so much, including this channel. Like, I love y'all. Y'all are, I mean, that's inspirational right there. Like, y'all telling me that, you know, you're loving the things that I make, and that means everything to me right here. I mean, it really, truly does. I just can't thank you enough for that. So the next thing I'm going to show you is another hat. And this one, oh, this one is called Fusion Hat. And this is by Cinnamon Stitches. She did this. So she was one of the first ones I started following on YouTube as far as crochet. And besides Miss Crystal. And I have gone back and watched tons and tons and tons of videos of her, you know, like tutorials and stuff from past. So this is actually from 3 years ago that she did, but I love this pattern so much. And I showed you one hat the other day that's a color fusion hat that's almost done. Now these were made with Premier Color Fusion yarn, which is why she called it Fusion Hat. And then I actually made this one here with the Premier Bloom Chunky. Now it's the one that is like this, where it's the little flowers there. Now obviously I didn't knit this, it's just crocheted. So, but it's a self-striping floral print on it, and I think it's really cute the way it turned out. Now I'll show you in just a second once I take it off. But what I was gonna say is, I don't know what I was gonna say. Hang on. I'm so sorry. I'm so tired, but you know, I really wanted to get this out tonight. So anyway, I love this hat. Okay, it was the second one I did. Now I sat down and this was last like Friday evening when I did this. And y'all, I was sitting here and I was super tired. And I mean, I love this tutorial so much. I love the pattern. Like, it's just really a fun pattern. And it's got the bobble stitches in it, like I showed you the other day. Which that was the video from Wednesday, the Wednesday whips, if you don't know what I'm talking about, from Wednesday, this Wednesday. So I was sitting down, I was trying to do this, and I was tired, and anyway. But I wanted to keep going. You know, I don't know. I have this drive to just keep going. Like, this is with everything with me, y'all. I have a problem, and I know that. And again, that's why I'm trying to do better on the self-care, okay? I need more sleep, and I need to... But anyway, back to the hat. So my tension was somewhat off, okay? So I've got this little bit of kind of like poofiness up here. I'm like, you know. It looks okay, but I'm kind of bothered by this, I gotta say. I'm sorry, but I'm kind of a real, you know, and I am my worst critic. I'll just be honest. I am the hardest person on myself. This is, again, that's with everything that I do. Anyway, so I will show you the hat. It looks adorable. I just don't like, again, my tension was off and it looks kind of a little wonky at the top here, okay? And then I just stitched this close up here, which is, you know. Well, anyway, but nonetheless, I do like how the little flowers look on here, and I do think it turned out really pretty. I will say, so this that you see here, though, I did run this through here. This color here is the Bernat Softy Chunky in the color Dark Mauve. I think that's right. It's the one that I just showed on the Mary Maxim yarn haul. Okay, and it looks like a deep purple, but it's called Dark Mauve. I don't know, but anyway. So I just added that in there for a little pop color. But I do think it turned out really cute. Now, the only thing is, again, I'm not really whatever about the top of this. It kind of just looks a little wonky to me. I am literally not. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. My food's trying to come back on me. Anyway, I am not going to frog this hat back out, okay? So, I had already looked at Joanne, and I've got a palm in mind to put on this hat. Now, when I was younger, I did not like hats at all with palms. I mean, seriously, that just, you know, when you're younger, it's just, when you're little bit, when you're even a little older than that, you're kind of like, no, I'm sorry, that was my cat. So, but anyway, I've seen a pom-pom I want to purchase and put on top of this hat because I think that would be cute and it would kind of hide this little strangeness, like, you know, bridge looking spot at the top, because the hat, otherwise, I think the hat turned out beautiful and I like how the little flowers look and that. So I am happy with it, and I really love, again, I just love this pattern. I did not finish the other one. I didn't get any further on that one that I showed the other night on, again, on Wednesday Whips video. That was, it's the Premier Color Fusion in the color Berries and Cream, which I did look, I was right. It's called Berries and Cream. I don't know why I can't remember these things all of a sudden at times, but when I go to do this. But anyway, yes, it's called Berries and Cream. I did not get any further on that one because I was redoing that basic blue beanie. And I also made another hat then last night. So my daughter had picked out a yarn, and she picked out this. That's from my Mary Maxim yarn haul. And she wanted hat and gloves and this sweet roll fruits in the color blueberry. So I haven't gotten to the gloves yet, which if you saw the yarny mess that I have, you would see why. But not only that, too, I was up super late. And I mean super late. I mean, I was up at 2:30 when my husband came home, so if that says anything. Anyway, so the gloves are not done yet, but the hat is done. And it turned out so cute. I just think this turned out adorable. Again, I have a tail to weave in, so don't mind that, because I'm going to do that here in a few minutes. Right there, my little tail. But I think this turned out so cute, y'all. Isn't that adorable? And then, once again, it hit. I was making this hat. I thought of something else to make with this pattern. But that's for next week's video, because I will get that whipped up. and I have the yarn to do it. So we'll just have to wait and see on that one. But I think that this turned out just so cute. I just love this. I was working it up and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's adorable. So this, again, this is a Bag O' Day crochet pattern because, you know, again, I know that I can, Crystal is like the trusted, you know, I can go find something quickly and easily, and I know I can do the pattern. So this is, I think it's called Easy Child's Hat and Scarf. But again, all these patterns and stuff I'll link in the description box, of course. So again, and I also thought now I kind of want to get more of this yarn too, because she had, you know, like you could do a scarf to go with it. So we'll see. But I know my daughter wants a pair of gloves to go with this hat. I can't wear this hat because it is child size hat. And so I took a picture of my daughter. I will stick it in the video for y'all to see because it looked adorable on her. She is thrilled with the hat and she loves it. And that's really what counts. So, so these are the 3 hats that I got done for these. Oh, I'm sorry. My camera shook a little bit. That I got done for this video tonight. And now, as you well know, if you've been following along, I have, yeah, quite a few bigger pieces that I'm working on, which is why they're not in this video yet. Because I'm still working on them. So, you know, I have, well, I've been working on that sweater that y'all saw. So, the one I'm making myself, plus I'm still working on the one that I am making my daughter. And then several other pieces. So, yes. And then I've got a couple. I've got to get yarn. I do have something exciting, though, coming up. Well, it's exciting to me anyway, and I'm pretty sure it'll be exciting to you because I know we're all yarn lovers, aren't we? That's right. I have some more yarn coming. I have an order coming from Hirschner's. Now, if you do not know, Hirschner's is they have 22-cent shipping right now that is actually good till the 3rd, which I believe that's tomorrow, February 3rd. And the code is FRCAST in capital letters 22 for your 22-cent shipping. Now, obviously, you don't have to go buy anything there. I am not telling you to do so. I am telling you if you were looking at something and you wanted to get something, it's 22-cent shipping right now. So there's that. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And I hope you'll stick around. I hope you're still watching, actually. But please like, subscribe, and or share. And that would be greatly appreciated, too. But I just enjoy you all so much. And much love to y'all. God bless everyone. And good night now. Bye.